see. All right. We are live. All right. Welcome to the Texas P Unfiltered Podcast. I think this is episode number 7. Got my boy Chris Fine. We got Justin Jacoby on here for a few minutes, man. As he's trying to hop on while he's driving to the gym. I don't think he needs an introduction. He is a very well-known coach, IFBB pro as well, and somebody who walks the walk, man. He's a hard-ass market dude. So happy to have you on, bro.
Dude, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be on. Also glad to see you out in Vegas here soon, brother.
I know, man. I know. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Y'all see Bodybuilding Without Borders posted all the supers? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of muscle up there.
Hey, man. They be posting. I love Daniel. Daniel's cool. Like, we were chopping it up in the DMs after he posted it.
Yeah.
Because he's like, hey, you see how I put you on the first slides, you know? But he's like, I'm like, they always put Ferg's most muscular, bro. They never post any other shot. I'm like, come on now. But I'll love to Ferg. Ferg's a nice guy, man. He could do.
He's all good guys that are going to get there, man. All die-hard bodybuilders.
He's all die-hard. That is true, man. I will say, like, honestly, it's exciting. Like, this is a pretty good. I think this is a respectable super lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of guys with a lot of years under their belt, man.
I feel like I'm kind of.
It's definitely not going to be a two-man call-out like last year.
No. Which was cool. Like, it was cool to be, of course, to be in that two-man call-out. But, like.
I mean, that was badass.
As far as
they
it
brought
for,
you
like,
guys
the show,
back out and just hammered it, like a final call-out like you do in the pros. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I really wish they would do stuff more like that in the amateurs, because there are shows that are definitely close enough where they could definitely bring a couple guys back out and be like, all right, guys, let's work. They actually did that for light heavyweights last year as well, if you noticed. Rare, very rare.
Oh, they did. Light heavies was a good class. Yeah. There's a good light heavy coming. Y'all may know him.
I know. Colin
he's funny.
Muller.
He actually just messaged me and said, what's his name?
Colin Muller. He's one of Tuttle's guys.
Is he Billy Mustache or something like that? Or what's?
Oh, no, that's not what I'm thinking of. Billy Mustache.
Well, I know who Colin. No, Colin Moore is good. There's this other guy. I feel so, but he messaged me yesterday. He said, "Hey, bro, I wanted to bring you my boonie hat from the Army, and if it doesn't fit you, then I'll just have you sign it." Because he said he got a small head. I said, "Bro, I wear like a size 8 hat, dude." And he's like, it's just 7 and 1/4. Like, oh yeah, no.
You got a pumpkin head.
Dude, I got the GH definitely grew my head. My head grew like 1 or 2 half sizes, and then my feet grew a whole shoe size.
That's
Holy
crazy.
shit!
When I got off growth, man, I shrunk a whole size of my foot.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Jacoby. What are you a big GH guy?
I mean, as much as I can be with like what I choose to spend on it, like.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I use Serostim, so like that shit ain't cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, but I ran 9 units my whole prep, so.
Damn, dude.
So it's not like
nice.
I wasn't babying it. But dude, you know what, guys? Like, here's the thing. I have never gotten a single symptom from GH in my entire time using it, and I've only ever used Seros. And they're not fake. I know they're real because I know how we get them. I've actually literally gone and picked them up with the guy that I get them from before. He's a friend of mine. Okay. And they still have the fucking CVS label on them from the patients, because we get ours from the HIV patients. Like the way most people get them like that in the US at least.
Yeah.
And so I know it's real. I've gotten them for other people before, and they do great with it and whatnot. Bro, I just have never. The only thing I noticed from it is like, I'm definitely rounder and fuller and a little bit more bubbly. I've never gotten any of the numbingness. I've never held water on it. So like when I pull it, it's not like water drops off me. And I've run 12 units a day, for a period of time just to see. I'm like, where's the upper limit? Like, when can I start feeling some of the side effects so I at least know that it's doing something?
I would.
But
I'll do that with like if I get a new generic that I've never used before, I'll run like a bottle a day until I
Yeah.
feel it, and I'm like, okay, this is good. That's
Yeah.
kind of how.
And then,
That's
you know what, man?
my
I never got
test.
that same thing from the IGF either, like we were talking about a couple weeks ago. When I started the
Yeah,
Increlex, like I never noticed any negatives. Now that I see a lot of fullness from when taking it, crazy pumps. I like taking it
that's
pre-workout.
what hard.
And so, but it's just like, again, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
for
Some guys are going to respond to growth hormone and IGF based compounds really, really well. And then some aren't, you know, and that's where like the myostatin and stuff like kind of comes into play with like people's genetics. So, because there's
okay.
only a certain amount of GH that each individual person can use and actually benefit from before you just kind of are like the law of diminishing returns, where it's like, okay, now you're just kind of wasting it. Because your body kind of turns a mechanism on where it's like, okay, well, it's not going to really let your IGF levels go that much higher. And I don't know. I thought running high GH and running the Increlex when I was trying to come back from the knee surgery, I thought it would have helped me become a freak, and I just didn't.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
you know, that's part
Dude,
of my genetics and whatnot, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get in shape,
plan
but
to
I'm
run
just not
Saracen
big.
this
I'm just so
offseason.
small, bro.
Maybe I may do a half and half. You know what I mean? It kind of depends on if the source stays consistent and it's there, because I hear stories of, because I mean they're kind of weird connections. You know what I mean? Like you're getting like an HIV from an HIV clinic thing. You know, they're not like.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just disappear. They dry up. You know.
They do, yeah. Like the sources dry up quick, and you know, and the thing is, though, is, dude, they get so much of it. They get like a kit a week. It's connection.
Damn, that's a lot. If I could run 10
they're supposed to run a vial a day.
Well, then again, some of those patients,
Yeah, they're supposed to run a vial a day.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild to think about, but
this is that guy right here. Yeah, Billy, Umel. He's good, man. He's good.
As a light heavy.
Yeah, really cool shape.
Yeah, but
he's hard. He's driving.
I don't know, man. You better be like a Derek Lunsford light heavyweight to try and be Mr. USA.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of any heavyweights? Y'all know any heavyweights doing the show?
We got a heavyweight doing it. There's a black guy that won the Legion Sports Fest that was really good. I know his coach. His name's like Phil or something like that.
You said, I think I knew
what's that?
About. There's also like there's a Hispanic looking dude. That's pretty good.
I don't know where all these dudes are at, man. Like nobody posts anything anymore. I don't know where all the the good amateurs are anymore. We lost them all to Classic.
Lost a lot.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
that's true. That's sad.
Yeah. Man. All those guys who are like middle of the heavies, 212 and 210.
Yeah.
Just I can go into Classic and make the top of my weight class.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, it sucks. But then here's the thing, man. They get to the pro leagues and then they get clapped in Classic because it's so deep and the competition's so competitive. But then they don't want to put on any real size to be in the open. And then it's like, then they're in no man's land and then they stop competing. And it's like, God dang, man, like should have just grown into the top of heavies or into supers, go pro, and then just keep growing. And then before you know, you're 245, 250 on stage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, why not, man? Take the cap off and just go as far as your body can go. I mean, that's the ultimate, man. That's
so
why
much
I miss
fun,
like the old days where there was no other classes, where it's just like, hey, this is your God-given genetics, so you just take it as far as you can, man. You know?
Yeah, man, dude, you can be a shapy open guy too. I mean, look at Pete. He was a Classic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2023, and then we just we took the food limiter out and just started eating like a fucking horse, and I put like 20 pounds on in that 1 year. I did supers, you know.
Like, man, that would
just
suck in my opinion if you were going into an off season.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
That would suck in my opinion. Like if you got to your cap and you're like, all right, in the off season, all I can do is just eat to maintain, and I'll start like polishing this muscle up. Man, that kind of takes the fun out of the chase, in my opinion.
Totally.
You got You got like that kid Anton who he's doing that currently. Niall he's already doing that.
Dude, that kid Anton 22, man, he's a freak.
He's a
Shoot.
freak, dude. Absolute freak. His serve's terrible.
Crazy, man. I mean, even that young kid in 212 is a freak. What's his name? Kaya.
Oh,
I can't pronounce it. The
dude,
Turkish kid.
Yeah. Crazy,
Freak, man.
crazy back. Cause I don't honestly, I just don't understand how where the muscle maturity on them comes from.
Genetic.
Dude,
I mean, it's not that he's training harder or taking anything more or eating different. I really think that's just the genetic freak. You know what I mean? Like,
I just saw
Yep.
Anton in Chicago, and like
he
that
probably
dude
lost
is
serve. We'll see what
jacked.
happens.
he was breaking up a lot on my end.
Yeah, me too. I think the app, well, I think this platform will kind of edit that out, but yeah, he's out. But no, some of these guys, man, it's just like you hope that they're not being dumb, right? They have coaches, like, so you hope that they're like making good decisions for their health wise, and not just like.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also.
But I mean, even though like taking your genetics or my genetics, and if you were 22 again, it wouldn't matter if you fucking took 10 grams of gear and ate as much. You would still have to give it the time and the consistency over time. Like these guys who are the Cody Montgomerys as teenagers, or like the 212 guys 22, man, those are the elite of the elite genetics, and those guys are probably on fucking point for the last 6 years, and they started very young and have just nailed their discipline and consistency. But like if me and you, Pete, and we were like, hey, fuck it, we'll go back to 22 and just pull a Dallas McCarver, we're still not going to respond like that, no matter what we pump into our body.
No, not like we're talking about a couple of people like that 212 kid, what's his name?
Nitton, the Turkish kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about him.
Like the muscle density and maturity at a 22-year-old. It's just, I feel like that's genetics.
It's still like a lot of strain on the heart and everything, man. Like that's what, I don't know. Obviously they know the risk, you just hope they're being as smart as you can, because like, dude, me at 22, if I was on that, like, maybe they're not taking a bunch of shit, dude, but like me on 22, man, I wasn't on anything. I couldn't imagine me like taking Tren and Halo and Winstrol and being like,
honestly, I wish, man. I wish I could go back and just do it sensibly and use a little bit. Because when I went in, man, I just was like, all right, fuck it. Dallas is doing it. I want to do it. You know what I mean?
Dallas is doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Were you running?
That's how ignorant it was.
What age did you start taking gear?
22. I was 22 when I started.
Yeah.
I started with a fucking gram of test.
Jeez.
Yeah. I just was like, fuck it, let's do it. But I would never advise that. I wish I could go back and redo that, but you live and you learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Justin, you said you were 20?
I was 20. I actually started doing it when I was still playing college football, because I was sick of watching from the sidelines. So I had never watched a down of football my whole career. And in the offseason, I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get on this field, because I know I'm better than these guys. And I'm like, whatever I need to do, I don't care. Yeah. So my first cycle was Winchell tabs. And then that's all I had. And so but bro, I mean, I put 50 pounds on my bench press in like 6 weeks.
My gosh.
The old athlete route, just straight Winchell.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, dude. I watched the documentary about Ben Johnson, the Canadian sprinter. They said that he was using Winchell. I was like, that's what I got to do.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
But just what Chris's point was, like, dude, I wish I could go back and like, I wish, and I had decent guidance from the get-go, but I still wish I knew, if I had known what I knew now, if I could have been linked up with somebody that knows what I know at that age, there's so much I would have done different.
Yeah,
honestly, there's so many years that I just wasted in my prime years of growing that would have me in a position where I could be a really competitive 212er and be closer to the cap and whatnot. So it's just like, it's a little frustrating. I'm sure we all have regrets. I don't believe anybody has truly no regrets. Because if you would go back in time and change something, well, then that, to me, that's kind of like a regret, So, but regardless, I definitely wish I could go back and change some things and not chase so many girls, and not dick around with my food in the off season, and maybe take my off season bodybuilding a little bit more serious. I think we all feel that way. I'm sure there's not a damn person on this earth that doesn't feel that way about something.
Yeah, yeah.
Implement what you learned from training the correct way and implement that at an earlier age too, you know?
I see, that's
Well,
my
yeah,
biggest
like
thing is that well, like, I mean,
how to eat
yeah,
big.
how to eat big, man. I mean, I would eat, like, random stuff. Like, when I first started going to the gym, I was 16, going on 17 in there somewhere. And I remember I was just, packing PB&Js to school. I
Hell
was,
yeah.
getting I was training, go home, eat a bunch of Hot Pockets, you know what I mean? I was just eating.
Just
I
eat
it was
everything you could.
like, okay, cool. It's chest day. I'm just gonna do I'm gonna go incline, flat bench, decline, you know what I mean? Like, just did whatever.
In
Uh,
there for 3 hours, like, Imma train harder than anybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, and that's what these kids don't understand is like, I mean, this was 2011 or so. There was really no, like, coaches. There's no Justin Jacobys. Like, not I mean, I guess you had a Aceto and shit back then, obviously, but, like, that was a little bit before Instagram and, like, so just I didn't know what that was,
Yeah,
so you had these kids
yeah.
nowadays, I not kids, but, these early 20-year-olds, like, God, they're lucky, bro. They're lucky.
You and they overcomplicate it. All you gotta do is implement what your coach tells you to do, you know? I don't even think Chris Aceto writes training plans. He's just a diet and drug
Bro, dude,
protocols.
oh my god, dude, don't even get me started on this, like, this
He
topic
kinda
of, like,
wings it, doesn't he?
Aceto and what he does, and the stuff that I've been told from so many other coaches who have worked with him and athletes that have worked with him, I'm like, I'm not gonna air out the dude's dirty laundry and, nobody's
Of
gonna
course.
clip me, on a podcast either, but,
Turn your
like,
phone sideways.
yeah, I'm just
That's it,
like
turn your phone there you go.
so, but it's just like, let me just say this, brother. Even people who aren't bodybuilding coaches could take some of these guys and do damn good work with them. So let's not bow down and kiss the ring and kiss the feet of Chris Aceto.
Yeah, as in, like, yeah, the genetic freaks that he gets, and
Come on.
yeah, you feel that,
Yeah.
come on, now it's sideways. I don't know. Put it back. I don't know.
Yeah, there's something to be said of taking somebody from ground up and taking an average genetic person and putting the tissue on them and getting them peeled and doing the do of bodybuilding. I get that.
Yeah, and dude, there's
But
coaches who
hey,
are really, really good at polishing, and
Yeah,
they have figured out ways to like take guys who are already Ferraris, but like tune them up, polish them up, and really get them to that top 5 Olympia spot. And they're great with that, and they are better at that than anybody else in the world. There are people like that, so I'm not going to take
okay.
the credit they deserve away from them. But in my opinion, that's not the same, and that's not quite as difficult as building somebody up from the ground. No, there's no potential in this person that you can see because they've got no muscle. And then you put 10 years into them and then you make them into a real somebody, not just a
yeah,
pro card, a pro that wins shows, goes to the Olympia every year and is competitive. Like kind of like what Jordan Hutchinson and Chris Tuttle have been doing, if I'm being honest.
hell yeah,
Yeah,
Like
hell yeah,
that's a good current example of a guy who came to Chris as a nobody, kind of won
yeah,
USAs as a nobody. Yeah, it was a down year that year when he won USAs. Everyone talked about it at that time. It is what it is. But you know what, dude? The kid has made do on his fucking opportunities and has done well. So respect. Got to give credit
yeah,
where credit's due to
yeah,
both of those guys.
absolutely.
yeah. I always tell that story. I told you, Pete, whenever I was like, yeah, Jordan was about 45 minutes into Asheville when he was coming up, and we heard about him, but he was always a couple years behind us. And now look at him, man. He's on the Olympia stage
There you
Yeah,
go,
dude,
man.
going
doing big
over to
You know
things.
what?
Europe,
That's
and winning a show in an unfavorable environment, dude. They do not like giving wins to United States athletes over there. And then he goes and gets it done. That's tip of the cap, man. Like, well done.
yeah, yeah, that's a great example.
Because, bro, like
Um,
when you leave the
I
US,
don't I'm
man,
not
when
I
you
don't
leave the US and you compete, they will find any reason not to give you the win. They want their guys, they want their girls,
yeah,
they want them at the O. And if you think it's not
when you're
biased, then
overseas.
y'all haven't been over there and seen it then. Because we saw that shit in Brazil. I see it every
Yeah,
year
I
in
don't
Europe. And dude, in Asia, it's even worse. And like the fact that Cam George went to Taiwan and actually won was mind blowing to me. He deserved it. But that was just this past weekend
okay,
as a 212er. It was an Australian 212er. And so he went to Taiwan and it was him and an
okay,
Asian
yeah,
guy. It was so easy for them to just give their guy the win. But you know what? I mean, hey, again, hats off to those people who are still doing it and pulling out those upsets and wins because like that shit's not easy.
I
hell yeah.
I can't stand that, man. There was an Australian dude that went over to, there was another recent pro qualifier over there. Maybe it was in Korea. and he clearly like was a winner. His name's Cam Winter or something like that.
I
Yeah,
know,
same thing,
I
dude.
know, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, same thing. There's just no reason why he lost, but yeah, that sucks. That sucks. It's expensive. You spend a lot of money to go over there,
But it
and
makes you not want to go over and experience it when it's like that wasn't the way things were in the 90s and early 2000s. The guys all competed together. They did the tours together. It's like
you know,
got to see the world together, man. Like we don't have any of that. And that, but you know what? And that's what we're missing. If I'm being honest, that there's not
Yeah,
enough
but
camaraderie.
we don't have Weeder fucking paying all the travel expenses and
Yeah,
writing the
no,
checks
okay,
anymore either.
yeah, you're right, you're right.
Yeah, hey, I bet you all of our motherfuckers would go over there if it was like, hey, we'll give you 10 grand, fucking pay for everything, go have a blast,
yeah,
man.
that
You're
would be
right.
sick.
You're totally right. Yeah, no, dude, you're right.
I haven't even been to Europe, man. I'm gonna go to Europe just to go.
So you need to go see my hometown, man, in England.
I may go to Europe. Actually, I'm not
Shit,
gonna
I
say it
didn't
on
know
here.
that.
In May. Yeah, I've never been. Yeah,
Been to
so
Europe
in
before.
May. Oh, really? Where'd you go?
I've been to Portugal and Switzerland. And when I was in
Oh,
Switzerland, we took a ferry across the lake into France, and we
okay.
did some sightseeing in this kind of like medieval medieval, like it's a town that they keep like medieval times. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Whatnot. Yeah, it was super cool. And so again, really cool sightseeing. Got to see a bunch of castles and stuff in Switzerland. Like
Oh, dude.
beautiful place, man. And the food was amazing and very clean, very safe.
Yeah,
Not a ton of bodybuilding, but it's okay. I
of
was over
course.
there for vacation, so I was cool with,
Yeah, yeah.
not worrying about it.
Oh, for sure.
But definitely, where I was in Switzerland, that was not the case.
No, that's
You were on a fucking castle sightseeing tour, not a bodybuilding tour.
I was on vacation. I was not out there worrying about bodybuilding. That's for damn sure, man.
Yeah.
the Polish dude
Yeah.
that came down. Mike. I don't know his last name, but I did we trained legs with Branch. We did that video. We did a video of my back day at my gym. Um, he's from Poland, but he lives in Switzerland now. But there's only like 2 gyms, and you know what I mean, in Switzerland. I actually have the patch in my gym, but yeah, he was saying it's beautiful, right? It's crazy beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it
But
was
he's
so beautiful, man.
oh man,
Yeah.
he sends me videos on his little walks and shit. I'm like, it looks like it don't even look real. It's insane.
It doesn't, and because where I was staying was actually on a mountainside, so everywhere we went, it was like we had to drive down this. I mean, dude, I almost would get sick every time because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a roller coaster. We're driving down this so fast, but
Yeah,
it was we did a trip to the Swiss Alps. We actually walked up the Swiss Alps a little bit. It wasn't the winter time when I was there, so it was actually a little bit more manageable, but obviously the Alps are still covered in snow 24 year round. Man, what a
that's
breath, dude. I mean, it's a screensaver, man. It's like it's views that you're like this ain't even real.
That's sick, man.
It
That's
is
sick.
sick.
and, he don't eat beef like in his diet. He only eats beef and prep because it's crazy expensive per pound. It's like $16 a pound or
Bro, they
something
eat
like.
horse over there.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah,
Same in Canada. There's lots of people that eat horse in Canada too. It's crazy to see that in the market. I'm like, oh
yeah.
god damn.
I
Okay.
bet that shit's super lean though.
It
It is.
is, I bet it is, but you know what, dude? There's no way you can't tell me that isn't like super tough and gamey.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a
They
muscle.
say bears like that too, isn't it? Bears like super gaming.
Oh,
I
I can
remember.
only imagine, man. That's just a fucking
Yeah.
ball of muscle.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've heard,
Uh,
I've tried gator before. Now, like they can, you can make it taste good, but it's fried. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If it
Hey,
tastes good.
y'all ever had kangaroo meat? That shit is bomb, bro.
Wow,
I haven't had
no.
it, but I have a client who was like
Dude, I'm
anti.
afraid of kangaroos. Them animals are crazy. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with that thing. They're gonna be trying to box my ass. Like, I don't want
I
kangaroo
would
jack
hate
after me or nothing.
getting your ass whipped by a kangaroo and then
Hell no, bro. And I got short arms. I don't have much of a reach advantage, dude. That motherfucker's gonna kick my ass.
Oh man, for real.
Hell
I'm,
no.
I
I'm
wouldn't.
not
Yeah,
getting too close.
kangaroo. Yeah. I had a
No.
client that was like anti-chicken, dude. He did not want to eat any white meat. Um, if he was eating kangaroo, a lot of his meals, it's like 99% fat free, bro.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, just brother, there's been some preps where I'm like, yo, Matt, I can't eat another bite of chicken. So what are my options?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then the fish and the ground turkey start coming out the cupboard.
The 99 ground turkey catches my ass. I get to a point I just can't fucking do it. Like,
I don't give a shit if we pulled it, because we did, but
yeah.
like still.
Ugh, bad. The kangaroo. Speaking of, I don't know. You said something about medieval times. You like you like a Game of Thrones and Vikings type of guy, or
You
no?
know, the Vikings, yes, that stuff is super cool, and like the show's cool. I never like got crazy into the show, but I am interested in that time of history. And like there's like Viking themed video games, like there was an Assassin's Creed like Ragnarok version, so that was like Vikings, which was dope. Like I'm a gamer.
Yeah. Okay.
But Game of Thrones, dude, I struggled to get into it, man. Like it was so slow moving. I was like, holy fuck, this is boring.
Dude, I try to it's funny because I remember liking it. I threw it on right now in prep. I can't really watch shows. I watch a lot of like random YouTube shit. Just like I watch a video for 10 minutes and I'm on to the next. But I try to watch some of Game of Thrones, and the first season is like, it's so slow, dude. I don't know how.
Oh my gosh.
Very slow.
I don't know how these people like are crazy about it, but
say what?
Do you watch anything, Chris? I feel like you don't watch anything.
I watch stuff when I go to sleep in my bed, and my wife puts some shit on, and I'm usually falling asleep within 30 minutes.
That's about
But
it.
man, my brain, I'm just fucking around doing shit all the time. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say when you stayed here at the house, I'm like, I don't think you watched.
I'm what?
Anything. We watched a little bit of TV for like 30 minutes, maybe. I tried. I think I took a nap. Yeah.
You watch like sports though? Like you like sports?
I watch the Buffalo Bills. That's it. And I'll watch
Bills Mafia, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm from upstate New York, bro. Everyone that I grew up around is a Bills fan.
Hell yeah, man! I went to a game last year. It was cool. Fucking Allen, man.
You went up there? Did you go up to Buffalo? Shit,
my
dude,
brother,
you went to Orchard Park. That's sick.
Yeah,
dude,
they built a new they're building a new stadium up there, man. I want to go up there, but my brother's moving. He was living in Syracuse, man, so we drive up to Buffalo. So that's pretty cool.
Dude, you're talking, this is all my neck of the woods, man. I grew up an hour south of Syracuse. And then when I lived in Buffalo, I got a job, like I graduated undergrad and I got a job at City, which is out there in Buffalo. But where I lived, I was like 15 minutes from Orchard Park. So like, right near the stadium, dude, man. Like it was, and dude, we got pelted with snow like crazy. It was just, that was the worst winter of my life.
Yeah, when I lived in Long Island, man, that's why I was like, fuck this, man. The snow was too much. That's what made me move back down. Well, part of the reason why I moved back down.
Where are you? Are you in Texas as well, or are you somewhere?
No, I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Heck yeah. Just chilling at the beach.
Myrtle Beach, yeah, dude.
I just friend that. So when we graduated high school, our parents took us to New York. They had a friend in Long Island. That was my first time on the East Coast. I like the East Coast, man. Like it's obviously totally different where I'm from, but like I like the East Coast, like the way I feel like they embrace the history of the like different buildings and the neighborhoods with a lot of trees.
Shit,
really.
you can get any scenery you want on the East Coast, man. You go up to Maine, you go to New York City, you go to Florida, you go to where I'm from, the beach, the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, where I went to school, man. Pretty cool.
And then the West Coast is just like
Vegas.
Yeah, it's me. I don't say too much, man.
I enjoy Vegas a couple of times, you know what I mean?
Yo, Vegas is totally its own thing, man. That's its own thing. I don't even consider that out west. That they don't apply. So no.
Yeah.
Hey, have y'all ever been to Utah? I've heard good things about Utah.
I've heard nothing but good things about Utah, especially Salt Lake.
That's where my grandma. My grandma grew up in Utah, so she had a little house up there in this little town called Clear Creek, and it's a ghost town now, old mining town though. But she had her house there. So as a kid, we'd go up there in the summer and spend a month up there in the mountains, like 10,000 foot in the middle of the mountains. Badass. It's like an hour and a half from Salt Lake. Yeah.
I would like to do like Utah, then go across to Colorado. I think that would be pretty cool one day.
That would be badass, man. I would love to go the opposite route though. At some point, make it up to Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a client that lives out there. He's actually you're gonna meet him, Pete. That's Landon in the group chat. He lives on a
Oh, Montana.
mountain in Montana. So he's doing USA. He's the classic guy. And
Okay. Well,
so
that's good,
really
dude.
just super cool. And like, dude, he's a big hunter. And like we had to plan his show schedule and show seasons around hunting season. He's like, I ain't gonna be in prep right now, man.
Have y'all ever? Do y'all go hunting and stuff like that?
I did my whole life,
dude,
growing up with my father. Yeah.
Damn, I've never been, not one time, man.
Just
I want to
Really?
go.
bodybuilding.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's a rush. It is such a rush. And I've done a lot of different types of hunting. I mean, spring turkey's my favorite because I like being on the ground. And then, obviously like, white-tailed deer. And then, my father's done some really cool hunts in Chicago, or sorry, not in Chicago, in Illinois for big whitetail. And then he did an elk hunt out in Colorado. Yeah. And then, what's also really fun is like pheasant hunting or other small game birds like that are on the ground, and you have like pointer dogs and they flush them out. And then you're just like right up to your shoulder.
That's sick.
That's a blast.
Hell
That
yeah.
was actually probably one of the most fun days of hunting that I ever did was when we did the pheasant hunt. And we always did a lot of youth stuff, but dude, I was always at every youth hunt that they had. My dad had me involved in stuff, and it was
Wow.
it was a blast. Now like I'm pretty big into shooting and whatnot now, so I'll take my dad out to the different ranges, and I've got all these big guns now that he's like, man, what is this? Because all he has is hunting rifles and whatnot. So I kind
Yeah.
of show him a big
So,
long 308 with a sniper scope on it. I'm like, Pop, this gun I could sight this thing to almost a mile.
That's sick.
And so, we have a lot of fun doing stuff like that. So he always likes to
people who
say,
have,
he's like, if only your grandfather was alive, he'd be losing his mind at what we're doing right now.
you don't know what to think of all that.
He wouldn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
he wouldn't know what to think, but you know what? He'd be having a blast. My father always says. And
Yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah.
know him very well.
Yeah.
I was born in
Okay.
'94. He passed in '99, so like I didn't really know him all that much.
Okay.
I was 5 when he
Yeah.
passed. So,
Okay.
but
You your dad.
what's that?
You're close with your dad then.
Yeah, I mean, we have our issues here and there, and we're kind of patching some things up right now. Actually, it was actually nice to hear from him today, and to see, he commented on some of the posts that I made from this weekend because I had a big coaching weekend this weekend, and so he reached out and was talking to me, and he was giving me updates throughout the week. Last week, actually, my niece was dancing at like nationals, and
Yeah.
she loves that stuff and whatnot, so. We're in communication, which is good. I love him a lot, and I wish we were closer. I wish we had a little bit better relationship, but I'm grateful for what we have. So hopefully we can
Hey,
move
I
forward.
can
from some
relate to
things.
that, man. Me and my dad weren't that close growing up, but now it's like I'm appreciating the time that I get to spend with him now, so I can relate with you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was my dad growing up. He was not my friend. And now I try to view him and treat him and have him treat me and set boundaries as like, you're my friend now, Dad. Like, I don't want you to father me. I don't need you to parent me really anymore. I'll come to you for
Yeah.
advice, but
Okay.
just be my buddy. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Just kind of like a drinking buddy, but I don't drink. So it's just like, just be my buddy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to spend
Hell
time
yeah.
with you. I just want to enjoy the last few years that we've got and whatnot. And my parents aren't super old. They're both 65. And so, but you never know.
Yeah.
Nobody on my
No.
father's side has lived past 72. So, it's like, we're hoping history doesn't repeat itself. So,
Sure.
Yeah, right on, man.
That's
Right
something
on.
like you see. So my dad passed in 2017. He was 60. He was 63.
yeah.
But alcohol, heavy drinker, and things like that. But
Yeah.
that's what I miss the most, dude. Is that so? I was 23. I just had my first kid. I was in the army. Like we just started having like that kind of like adult relationship where
Yeah.
I would call him more, just say, "What's up, Dad? Like, she how's work, bro? Like everything cool? Just like chop it up, whatever." And that's when he, passed. And I'm like, dang, man, that's like I remember thinking like that sucks because you get to this age and they become your friend more than your dad, or for me that he would have been grandpa, me for the boys, so
Yeah.
he gets to experience that. But yeah, there's still times when shit happens. I'm like, fuck, I wish I called my dad, dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that is funny how. So I think it's so cool that y'all have that relationship now. and get to experience that.
Yeah,
That's
the
pretty
older
cool.
you get, man, the more you seem that you have in common with your folks. Whereas when you're growing up, you're like, man, they don't understand me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like just typical teenage angst and shit, you know? But now it's like,
bro.
you're like, damn, dude, we're like the same person, aren't we?
Yeah.
Bro, crazy. It's crazy when it's like
become your folks, man. Like, and there's I've said this before, but there's positives, a lot of positives with my father, but there's some negatives. And I feel like, you know, and there were periods of time when I was very rebellious and I was like working very hard to not become my father. And it's like, as hard as I tried, I still ended up being just like him.
Being just like him.
But the older I get, the more I say that as a positive thing. Because I know how much he did for our family and how much he sacrificed working a job he hated, but it put food on the table and it provided very well for our family. You know, and you know, he just sacrificed a lot for us growing up. And
I always I had the epiphany of like, man, like they're just men in this world trying to make sure their family was good.
Yeah.
They did things the way they thought were correct and sometimes not the correct way.
Yeah.
But like when you remove yourself, it's like, all right, I get what he was doing.
Yeah.
And I get how and I get how I was before I was a developed mind and a mature mind, you know?
For sure.
Dude, they're just doing the best they can with what they know. And
hell yeah.
That's exactly
I think we got to cut them some slack a little bit here and there. There weren't any fucking baby books or parenting books when our folks were growing up and trying to raise us, you know. And and also, man, like, what the fuck are you going to tell me in a book about how to raise a kid, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
They did the best they could, man. This is the raw gem.
You train at the okay.
Yeah, dude, this is where I live.
Oh shit! I've seen the inside of that. That's an idea. That's your daily gym.
Where is it?
Port St. Lucie, Florida, out here in like the middle of nowhere, Florida. Tampa? 3 hours. I'm directly across. So you just like straight across. We're like literally same latitude.
Yeah. I can't wait to go see that Tampa Pro, man.
Oh yeah, I'll see you guys there. Well, Pete will be in the DR.
No, not yet, dude. It's the 30th. I leave on the 5th. Part of me,
bro, you should fly out there Friday. Fucking stay.
You're like a new pro, you know.
You want to just do it? You want to just jump into the show?
I would get
that means you can't celebrate after USA's though. You got to go right back on diet.
I would get yeah.
Nah, dude, you come back with that next 10 pounds of tissue to where you can fucking
do your shit out here. All right, brother.
I wouldn't mind throwing. I wouldn't mind throwing. Call out debut. I don't know. Later, Justin.
Hey, good to talk to you, Justin.
Yep. That's cool. I think we try to make it happen, bro. Just go and show face and network, and that's why I got to talk to Nancy too. This is obviously down the road, but I've never been to Olympia, bro. I think I'm gonna try to go to the Olympia this year for sure.
Yes, it's in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
How far of a drive is that for y'all?
I'd fly, dude.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd fly to Vegas. I mean, drive probably that's a ways, 18 hours or some shit, probably 16 hours.
Bro, you should fucking go to the Tampa, man. I think there's gonna be a lot of people down there. You know what I mean? And not just to show face, but to make connections, man. Like train with some different people, train with some pros. I can't wait to go. I'm training with Luke Pritchard. That'll be cool, man. Big back day. See how big Luke does it.
Yeah,
so,
he's one of the ones that still trains back like a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see him practice some barbell rows and stuff.
He'll put some fucking weight in his hands. I'm excited, man. And then just to see people, like, I think there's a lot of people who are just going to spectate, just to be around the passion and the love for it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. It's a start to a good little run of shows there. Tampa, Atlanta, Texas.
Heck yeah.
I don't know, man.
Did you see Nick's updates today?
Yes.
Hey, I love Nick because I'm a huge Nick fan, but like that underdog of like, hey, I want to see some shit shake. I want to see Joe push this man. Yeah. And with Joe being up, what did he say? 13 pounds from, or 11 or 13 pounds up with the same conditioning, he said?
Yeah. So I think 13, but some guys, somewhere in there.
Damn, Joe is so crispy with his lines, but damn, Nick is like a fucking slab of granite, dude.
I think Nick's such a veteran, man. It's hard to.
Dude, anybody who watches can be, oh yeah, here go Chris on Nick again. Yeah. But it's like you said, he's just got He got 2 years on Joe, but what is Joe gonna be like in 3 to 4 years, bro? That's gonna be a gnarly fucking bodybuilder, dude.
I think Joe. Okay, so Nick, I feel like I'm not even trying to critique these guys. They're obviously way better than I am, but Nick, he gets bigger, but in my opinion, he looks the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the improvements are just the same improvements, if that makes sense. Like, it never. I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like that's why I feel even weird saying that. But his physique is just. I don't know. You kind of know what you're getting.
But I mean but knowing what you're getting is pushing fucking Derek. You know what I mean? It's yeah, everybody says Andrew edges him out, but was Nick his best at that, Arnold? You know, people were saying he was better back in his earlier days. So,
21.
but I think, man, it's kind of like now he's not pushing size. The stomach can come in a little bit better. In my honest opinion, the last show and his stomach was a little bit out, man. He can say that he held it in on his poses all day long, but when you're walking out on stage and you're huge up top, little bit of distorted from the midsection, and the legs aren't there to match.
Yeah.
Hey, I give it to him, man. Like in his poses, I think he held him the best. I think he presented his physique the best. I think he moved, but there's still a little bit. But who's to say in, another year or 2 years that it's just going to get harder. It's just going to get grainier. Skin's just going to lay up a little bit tighter. And maybe he will shrink that waist because the arms aren't going anywhere. The hamstrings aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
The back's just going to get more detailed. So
Yeah.
it'll be pretty cool to see what Nick can kind of put together, man.
Agree. I think what his issue in the midsection is that it kind of like it comes out widthwise.
He can't.
It's not even it's not like a belly. Like, because if you were looking at head on, it's so blocked out that it looks good, but it's when you can actually see it from the sides rounding out a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is hard because that's to keep that in, you're like intentionally you're flexing down on it, and that's difficult.
Nick has to, as soon as they're like nut competitor, whatever, Nick Walker has to be in. I'd be walking out there with a fucking vacuum, bro.
Yeah.
I would like consciously try to breathe through my chest, and my stomach would be as tight as I can, as much as I can. You already know. And I'm sure he's fucking aware of that. We're not telling this dude anything he don't know.
I know for sure.
I
just think, Joe, okay. I think Joe will push Nick. I don't think Nick I'm gonna walk away with this. And at the end of the day, that's still like a huge fucking win for Joe. Joe hasn't even won a show yet. If Nick wasn't there, he's winning every single show, in my opinion, any stage he steps on.
Is it a 2-man show, or can James, can somebody else push them? Or is it, can Charles come in there and shake it up? Or is it a 2-man show?
I forgot about James, dude. James looks sick, dude.
You think James can push either one of those?
James could.
I think James is going to fall behind from the back, the thickness from the back.
I think they're both very wide,
and they both have crazy hams and glutes. And James, James has to play that. I can't get peeled or I get flat. So if I get fuller, I don't have the crazy sharp glutes. And it's not a glute contest, but I don't think he has the arms these guys have anymore. You know what I mean?
I've seen some pics. Me and some buddies, we talked a lot. I actually tried to get him to come on. I shot him a message, but they're like, it was pretty late. His glutes are in. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know James, so I'm speaking subjectively as athlete or critique.
Yeah.
I love the way the guy goes about bodybuilding. I love the way he handles his business on and off the stage. So if I'm comparing bodies, man, I would love to see James fucking show up, man. I would love to see it.
I think James is in the top 3 mix for sure. I forgot he was doing Tampa because he's doing China the same weekend as USA's.
Yeah.
If he wins China, I'm assuming he'll be done.
Yo, you want to go through pose for pose, Nick versus Joe?
Right now?
Front double. I'm going Nick. Unless Joe's fucking quads come up and are looking crazy. I mean, I just think Nick's...
I'll give Nick front double if he poses it right.
Front lat.
Joe.
I'm going Joe. Side chest.
Joe.
Ooh, that's tough. Nick's a nasty side chest.
Are you cute? What have I said? I said front dub, Nick.
Nick.
Front lat.
You said front lat, Joe.
Chest, Joe. Okay.
I said Joe, so we 1-1.
Right.
I mean, they are calling fucking draws now, you know what I mean? But hey, side chest, man, to me, it's a toss up. Who's gonna nail that pose? Side tricep, they're both nasty in that side tri, but I think Nick's gonna be a little bit harder. But I don't know. Joe is so crispy, bro.
Yeah,
Joe's crispy as fuck.
I think Nick's delts in his arms are a lot in that side tricep.
Back double, who brings it?
Fuck, dude, they're both got back. I'm gonna give back double to Nick. I'll give back lat to Joe.
Abs and thigh.
Joe.
It's a 4 and 4, I think, right there. And then most muscular.
Yeah, it is.
Most muscular. I mean, Joe's not fucking small, and he's got those delts.
Fucking delts, bro.
What did Joe's quads look like?
What, adductor? It's similar to Nick, though.
Hey, it's gonna be a battle, big dog.
Either of them have pretty sweeping quads, but dude, I don't even know if you could say Nick gets harder than Joe, man. Joe is peeled and textured.
Joe has that Derek texture.
Yes, he does.
And Nick's just that
sandpaper.
green. Yeah, sandpaper, man. Shit. Anyway, it's gonna be a good show.
Fuck. Hey. So yeah, I mean, when you think of it that way, like I don't know if James can sneak in there. God, James is so good, man. He may be able to get past Joe. I don't know.
James looked good, man. I mean, I had, if James brought a better back, I had him pushing Jordan.
See, like his back's not bad. It's just the freaking width for whatever structurally, whatever. Like he has good lats, but it's across the upper back where he loses. He just doesn't have the structure. Because like his lats in that front in his back lat, the lats are hanging. Like it's.
But he's a big guy, man. He's a big fucking guy, man.
Big boy in person, dude. He's fucking big.
I mean, he did have more muscle on his frame than Jordan, and Jordan ain't no slap either. But man,
because do you think Jordan? I don't know if Jordan could beat Joe anymore.
I had Joe beating Jordan last year. Yeah. That's honest. That's honest, And
I love Jordan's my boy. I love Jordan, but I don't know. Joe is just a lot. He's a lot.
Jordan was more developed last year.
Yeah.
And I think Joe, he's just crispy, he's clean, he's got all the body parts. He's got the only knock on Joe is quad sweep. I know he's aware of it. That's why I'm excited to see that. And then his waist. But his waist, like he said, it's not protrusion, it's just width of genetic. That's it. So and he has the shoulders and the fucking crazy ass volume to his chest to kind of get away with that waist,
Yeah.
And I can only imagine too, with him knowing that he's going to go up against Nick with the fucking waist and all they critique. Joe's probably sticking his stomach to his spine through everything right now.
He's pretty. I mean, he talks. I don't see it, but he talks that they go through a lot of opposing rounds, and they really been hammering that. But he said on somebody's podcast that he's ready to go for a 2-man call out round for round. So that's in his mind.
I love guys that just want to get after it, man. Like just fucking. I know you're ready to pose until somebody drops into USA's, man.
Bro, bring it, please.
I see it, man. Like that's something I didn't do. So like, I miss being in Texas and getting on that stairs, and then you'd be fucking. They cut your cardio back, and it was like, all right, Pete's putting the fucking tripod up, and you just went to work for like 30 minutes, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, but you're walking around the fucking gym, you're fucking looking at. I'm like, this dude's studying the way he can present his body. It was pretty cool to see, man. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you, man. Definitely I've been posing a lot, man. Boy, think about like it's broken up to the day. Sorry, I'm freaking tired. It's broken up because the check-ins in the morning, I'll do 2 couple rounds. I'll go do my cardio. After cardio, I'm going through a couple rounds. And after training, I'm going through a couple rounds. So I'm constantly posing, and I'm holding, I'm holding each pose like 8 to 10 seconds. And I will say that I gotta definitely throw a little posing routine together. I have my song. It's like metal, you know what I mean? I pose like an open bodybuilder. I don't really do like the fluent routines.
Hey, it's like Nick told me. He goes, I feel like in the mandatories, blah blah blah. He goes, but when I pose, man, I just put some shit together. I fucking do that.
Yeah, that's like last year my routines were basically mandatories and then some most musculars, bro. Like
They don't judge it. They don't judge it. So
Yeah.
fuck it. As long as you in pre-judging, and they ain't gonna fucking rejudge you at the finals. You know, they're not doing it in the amateur bodybuilding. So
That's true.
they told me, they're like, oh, they're probably gonna rejudge y'all in 2021. And I was like waiting and waiting. They're like, all right, line up for awards. I'm like, oh no.
Dang, you're stuck.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
You had 2021 Nationals, you had Carlos in there, you had Nate Spear.
Matt Berzicott was good.
Where's this guy? Where's he at? Did
He's done, man. I think he had a health issue, maybe. I don't want to put that on him if he didn't, but
yeah.
he was good, man. He had a good shape, man. Real good shape.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But shit, man.
Hey.
Call it here.
Yeah, dude. I'm 5 days out, man. Today went smooth. I definitely was the food got increased a little bit. Or whatever 300 grams of rice is carb wise. And then something new that we're doing is a tiny bit of fat every meal, like 10 grams of almond butter or 10 grams of olive oil. So that's been the change. I guess we're trying to, top off triglycerides storages and then while we do the carbs. So
Yeah.
so nothing.
Intramuscular triglyceride fatty acids.
Triglycerides, yeah. So those are getting topped off. I'm assuming a little bit more food tomorrow. We're not gonna run like a really like high day, I guess, till Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which would be travel day, and I mean he may not want me to train on Wednesday either. I don't know. Anyway, it's all day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? It's all day-to-day. Water's like 7 liters because that's what I've been drinking.
And you don't need to change not much. Just top off the glycogen, put a little fat in there, and fucking ready to go, man.
Cardio degrees. I did like 15-minute treadmill. You come on, what, Ace? 15-minute treadmill, 15-minute bike.
Hell yeah. What's up, Ace? How you doing, son?
On YouTube. Say, Ace, come here. Say, what up, YouTube?
What up, YouTube?
Say, y'all better like and subscribe to my dad's channel.
You better like and subscribe.
Or else
You get hurt.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, end it there, bro.
But yeah,
all right, Big Pete.
There, man. But that was for the listeners today. Just you want to say what's up, too? What's up? This is Theon.
Theo, what's up, man? How you doing, sir?
You all right?
Yeah.
As y'all can see, my boys stay in their underwear at home. Tell them what do they got to do before they stop watching the video.
Subscribe.
Comment. Y'all, he has a YouTube channel. You'll see him comment on our videos sometimes. What's your YouTube channel name? Red Goober. He does different video games. What's it called? Not Street. Is it Street?
No, Street.
No, he just like records it and posts it. He does voiceovers.
Heck yeah.
He's very creative. He's taught me to make a lot of money. He doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Keep going, man. Keep going, Theo. Hey, that's all you need to know.
All right, bro. I'm about to be done. We're about to wrap it up. But yeah, y'all, this was a really random one. Me and Chris both got on here, and I randomly texted with me and Justin, and I were chatting it up. So I said, hey, you want to just hop on the same with me and Chris? He said, sure. And then that's cool. That was some good conversation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Kind of not bodybuilder related, but good combos, man.
Yeah, no, it was good, man. And I just thought, for those of y'all watching, man, we're just trying to get on here every week, and just kind of shoot the shit, hit different topics, have y'all listen in. I know personally, I like to listen to stuff like that sometimes instead of just like very structured Q&A type stuff all the time. So that was fun, bro.
Always a pleasure.
What you got this weekend? Because you're doing something.
Me, man, I'm flying out tomorrow to Jersey. We got Connie's competing, my wellness girl. It's her second time on stage. And then, I'll tell you the schedule, man. Come back, pack up, go to Tampa. Going to be down there, Tampa Pro, training with Luke.
Okay.
I hope we make that happen. I'll get back. I got a young guy, 18-year-old guy, wants to come to Myrtle Beach. Hopefully, he schedules that in. And then my client, Trayvon's coming the week after, and we'll get some bodybuilding camps in. And then the week after that, I'm going to go see my super heavy in Raleigh, North Carolina, and get a little camp up there, man. So,
man,
full-blown bodybuilding, baby.
Wow. Is this something that sorry, y'all, we're gonna ramble for a couple minutes. Is this something that you like may possibly this may turn into something? Obviously, you're an online coach, you PT people as well. Is this something that you may like want to offer like clients? Like, hey, like, I'll come down, run a bodybuilding camp, whatever you want to call it. Like
Yeah.
that'd be a package or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I could definitely right now, man, I'm just loving it.
You're just
You
doing
know,
it the way you love it.
my
Yeah,
my clients who are doing this have been with me for a couple of years now. So it's more of like, all right, these guys they bought into the process. The personalities are the same. I can have adult conversations with them of teaching them of what I, not expect, but man, your duty as a coach is to, if somebody wants to eat cereal and protein after the workout, that's their journey.
yeah, yeah,
I might tell you, hey, I would suggest this because I think this is the best route for your bodybuilding
yeah,
career.
yeah,
And I can't hold tongue on that, man, because I feel like I wouldn't do them the service.
yeah.
But anybody who wants to come in, I'm down, man. As far as flying out, man, I love doing that. But I would just kind of have to see number wise, because I do personal training in
Absolutely.
person, and that is a good chunk of my income right now. So, taking a week off from that, it is what it is. But
Yeah, yeah.
the passion to go train and
Always
influence
learn.
or learn from other people. Like I'm letting Luke call the workout because I want to learn. Like when I train with you, man, I know you were 2 weeks out, so it wasn't typical training. I learned a lot from you, just being around the what it takes. You're about to be a pro bodybuilder, so obviously you've got something in there, whether that be mentally, emotional awareness, or just how you handle your business outside of bodybuilding. To me, it's fun, man. So I'm definitely interested in trying to make that work, but I'd have to kind of come up with a game plan to offer that to people who are kind of outside the clients that I coach online.
I think that's so cool, man. I think, one, that's not like a lot of guys don't do that. I think Chris Cormier is one of them. I think that's something that he kind of like
Heck
he's
yeah.
free on right now in Bali or whatever is pretty sick. I think Milos kind of does similar to
Heck yeah.
that. I think it's cool, bro. I know you and we're gonna do it for sure this off season.
I'm game, man. It's different. So like when people get into bodybuilding, man, obviously they start their journey. Everybody's got a year in or 2 years in or 10 years in, and you learn as you go. And when you have somebody that like myself, who is very OCD and militant, like you're very militant with and do diligent with your time,
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that might go left, underlooked. Like, damn, do I really need to get up and do cardio every day? Or damn, should I really be watching TV in bed? Or do these guys really turn the TV off and get into bed at a bedtime? Like there's little things that, in my opinion, could be of great value to people if they just get outside of the norm of like, think about it. You're traveling to Vegas. I'm traveling to fucking New Jersey. Yo, man, when I'm on vacation, like, do you get the mega cook meals cooked, or how do you state it? You just fucking
yeah,
do it, bro.
yeah.
There's if it's a want, there's a will, and it's always gonna be like that.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And a key tip for y'all while we're talking about it. Man, me and Chris go another fucking hour, but I know I can't.
I gotta piss like a motherfucker,
Real
boy.
quick, Ziploc bags, man. When y'all are going to the airport, Ziploc bag your meals up. So I'm gonna do take them on the plane with you. I have a lot of people that don't realize you can bring food on the freaking airplane. Like it's okay. You can't bring liquidy stuff like cream of rice. It's got to be pretty solid to bring it. You can't bring almond but like nut butters. But as far as like protein veg meals, rice, protein veg meals, like that's all good to go. Y'all can bring that on the plane with you. And that way, one, if you have a layover, you have food with you. And then two, once you get to your destination, say it's going to be 90 minutes to 2 hours before you get to your Airbnb to cook a meal. Well, boom, you get your food with you, eat your meal, go get your rental car, go do your Walmart pickup, whatever. And then obviously like Instacart, y'all make sure, you can Instacart your groceries to your Airbnb. Like I do it. I'll literally be in the airplane, Instacarting my groceries to my Airbnb. I get there, boom, groceries are at the fucking Airbnb when I get there on the doorstep.
Man,
And make sure, pick a spot with a kitchen, a half kitchen. If you can't get a kitchen, all you need is a freaking cooler with ice, a little hot plate, and y'all are good to go. Rice cooker. I'm gonna bring my own rice cooker. That's just me. I'm gonna pack it. where I go to Vegas here on Wednesday. But there's so many ways to stick to a plan, and like you said, I think people just it's one more step to prepare. It's a pain in the ass. It's you got to pack all your clothes, your gym clothes. You got clothes for cardio training, post training, nice clothes for this, blah blah blah. It's a lot, but dude, food is everything. Bring your food.
Food is the tool in bodybuilding, man.
It's a tool. So don't miss out on a huge chunk of your progress because a week or two out the gym, off plan, just eating whatever you want, you're probably gonna lose weight. You know what I mean? I would lose weight if I don't eat my meals. But anyways, yeah, just take the extra step. Take the extra step. Mentally, that makes me happy too. I'm in my if I don't have my food, I ain't happy. All right, well, hey, we're gonna shut it off. I appreciate y'all following along. Like, subscribe, comment. Chris, appreciate you, bro. Love you, dog.
Always, man. Love you too, big dog.
We'll link up next time. All right, see you.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Peace.